Now then everybody, happy Homebrew Wednesday. On this week's Homebrew Wednesday, I'm going to be bottling up my Centennial SMaSH. Let's get to it. So, as you can see, I got 9 bottles of beer out of this one, and also you may have noticed me pouring some liquid into the beer. What that was just some boiled water that I had allowed to cool down to room temperature with the sugar in it that I was going to use to batch prime. The idea behind this is, on my last few beers, when I batch primed, I just poured the beer straight on top of the raw sugar. Hopefully, by using more of a sugar solution and giving it a good old mix, it should be a bit more evenly distributed in the beer, so I don't get the problem that I had on the last Homebrew Wednesday with an exploder. But time will tell on that one, keeping my fingers crossed. So I pulled off a sample to get the gravity reading. Now let's give it a taste. Here she is. So, clarity is not too bad. Not too bad at all. Especially for when I don't have any ability to cold crash or anything like that. I'm pretty pleased with the clarity of that beer. It's not quite as sharp as it was prior to dry hopping. When I dry hopped it had a very sharp citrus nose to it. Not so much, it's a bit duller. Well, the flavour of that's changed a fair bit indeed. It's not quite as lemony as it was before. There's still citrus notes to it though. It's, I'd say, more of a lime taste than lemon. Like a sweet lime sort of a flavour. But that citrusiness is still present. It's just not, it doesn't have the sharpness that it had before. So I might add out some. That might be down to the dry hopping. Dry hop this with 6 grams of Centennial. So the addition of the hops may have taken some of that sharpness out. It may just have mellowed as it was dry hopping. But yes, the sharpness has gone. It's still got the citrus flavours. So yeah, it's still very nice. Still incredibly drinkable. Nice citrus notes, more lime than sharp lemon, a bit softer now, but lots of flavour. I think, well, it's been worth doing this. I don't think I'd do a Centennial single hop again. I think it's a good hop, but it needs a little more something. It needs to be blended with other hops for flavour. I think it's a good hop, it's just not quite as impactful as the last two hops I've used, not quite as impactful as Cascade, not quite as impactful as Chinook, but I think it's a good hop to use in conjunction with other hops. I think it will go very well with some of the more piney, resinous hops. So the bottles are going to condition for about 3 to 4 weeks. Then I'm going to crack one of them open and see how it tastes. My American IPA is still fermenting away in the corner. That's been going steady now for a good 5-6 days, bubbling away. So I'm not really going to be doing any brewing over the next couple of weeks. I've got my stag do coming up, and I'll be doing more drinking than brewing. Yet there's still plenty to be going on with the American IPA. Is going to need dry hopping fairly soon, and then we get to actually taste it after it's fermented. So I'm looking forward to that. As I said in my previous video, I do still have brews planned, and they will be executed soon. So look out for the brew footage of those. And please give the video a thumbs up. Please give it a comment. I'm still receiving bags of helpful advice, especially from the last video where I had a problem with a gusher, basically. Please continue to visit the Facebook page. Please visit the Twitter. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, give that old subscribe button a click and you won't miss out on any of the fantastic brewing content I've got coming up. Thanks for checking me out, guys.